Was Queen Mary a thief? Was she a kleptomaniac? Mary of Teck was Queen Mary of Great Britain. She was married to George V, and they were the grandparents of Queen Elizabeth II. There is a persistent rumour about Queen Mary that when she would go to country houses hosted by her aristocratic friends, if she saw something that she liked, she would pop it into her handbag, or she would encourage the owners to gift it to her, or she would offer to buy it, but at a low price. And so apparently, in retaliation, country house owners would hide all their most valuable items so that the Queen couldn't see them and couldn't be tempted. But is any of this true? What is true is that Queen Mary was very passionate about augmenting and improving the royal collection. She thought that over the years, lots of some of the royal collection's prized possessions had been given away to loyal retainers, or had been stolen or sold. And she wanted to get them back to restore the royal collection to its former glory. The Queen was a great collector, and she described this as my one great hobby. But she also saw it as a kind of duty, that things that were once associated with a particular royal were brought back or gifted back for the royal collection to preserve them for future generations. She saw herself as the unofficial curator and cataloguer for the royal collection. In fact, she said this: "I am very busy now seeing that our various inventories are correct and that everything is entered as far as possible with its history." She continued and said, "It is really rather wonderful what we have managed to collect and get together since we married. Quite a credible collection of family things, without spending much money over it. I confess, I feel rather proud of our endeavours. I hope you won't laugh at me." And she wrote this to her aunt in 1909. And so, while she was incredibly passionate, I do understand from the country house perspective that if the Queen is visiting you and she really liked a painting on the wall or a set of chairs, it would be very difficult to say no to her because you'd come across incredibly rude. And this is perhaps why Queen Mary got that reputation of being a bit of a kleptomaniac and a bit of a sort of unofficial thief.